What is going on, guys? My name is IncredibleOrb and welcome to a video I'm pretty much gonna do on the fly. And what I mean by that is I'm just going to talk, and then afterwards I'm gonna see what kind of gameplays I have to have in the background, or maybe more gameplays. I don't really know how long I'm gonna talk for, but I just want to get things off my chest, and I don't want to have to, try to organize the videos and setting everything up. I just want to put on the mic and go. So that is pretty much what we're doing today, just as a little short introduction. So I don't know, I usually do an introduction to the gameplay and whatnot, but not today. So what I want to talk about and address is something that is related to my transformation video, and if you haven't seen that, it's going to be in the description or annotation or something along those lines, so you can actually go watch that. So if you haven't watched it, pause this video, go watch it, and then come back. But yes, so with the transformation video in mind, something I feel is vital to mention and something I really want to get across to you guys is how much I've actually changed. And when I'm saying this, I'm not talking about weight, I'm not talking about muscle, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about changing my appearance, even though that has been a big part of this. And as you can see by the pictures in the video, I have changed a lot, but still that is not what I want to communicate. That is merely a tool to help you realize. It's easier when you see a change rather than, oh, think about it and it kind of makes sense, right? It's easier to just look at pictures and be like, well, you changed, good on you, thumbs up, here's a like and a favorite, right? What I want you guys to walk away with from that video, and something I want to get across if you did not realize this, is that I've changed a lot. And what I mean by that is, in life, you're gonna have challenges, right? And if you've experienced challenges before and you've learned how to conquer them, and you've learned how to push through the hard times, you've learned how to, practice and perfect your craft, and all of the important factors of, patience, being determined, having focus, all of that, and putting your mind to the test. All of that is important in everything in life. Whether you're pursuing a job, you're pursuing an education, you want to, live life and experience life in many different areas, you're gonna run into situations and challenges, right, where you need to push through. You need to conquer whatever challenge you're faced with, right? And something that this has taught me, this transformation, this lifestyle change, is that I can do that. I mean, if you look at the pictures, I want you to watch that video and go and look at my facial expressions of the first kind of pictures. The first pictures when I was really overweight, and also when I was super skinny. The difference is big in weight. I mean, it's 24 kilos, I think, in difference in weight. But just look at my expression in my face. It's pretty much the same. It's the kind of depression. It's like I don't really know what I'm doing. And when I was weighing 60 kilos, my days were crazy. I was like napping 24/7 because I didn't have any energy, because I was living on freaking 1,100 calories a day. And we're not going to go into talking about the transformation too much, but what I'm trying to get at is that we're going to be faced with challenges, and knowing that you can push through that, and just being happy with who you are. I cannot tell you how happy I feel right now. It's hard for me because definitely since I'm not super keen and super good with editing, it's hard for me to get that across. I was trying that as well as I could with the time I had, and also with my experience with editing, which is not, too much. I was trying to get that feeling across to you guys, is that I'm much more happy now. I'm much more I'm way more ready to kind of attack life, right? To go out and, pursue the things that I like, because I know that I can handle it. I know that if I face a challenge down the road, I can beat that down and move forward to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, to get to whatever goal I'm pursuing, right? So it's this constant feeling of knowing that you can accomplish something, that you can do something, and that you're happy with who you are and where you're going. When I was weighing 84 kilos, I was not happy. I was not happy in any regard to life. Of course, I was gaming pretty much as much as I'm doing now, and that wasn't bringing me any comfort, any joy at all. And my social life was down the drain because I was getting bullied, and obviously, since I wasn't comfortable with how I looked and how other people perceived me, and I wasn't really, pretty much I wasn't the confident guy, right? So if you were to say, Orb, you look like shit, right? Or Joel, you look like shit, I would get down. So by countering that, I would avoid that constant, permanently. I would avoid it. So I would stay in and play video games, and when the video games were bringing me no joy, I was kind of just sitting there like, what am I doing with my life, right? And that is where the spark came from. That is where the spark came from that made me change who I am and leave the old me behind and kind of push forward. But yeah, definitely what I'm trying to get across to you guys, and what I want you to take away from the video, is that it's more than just looks. Even though the start of this whole project, which is my life, I guess, the start of this whole journey, right, was that I wanted to look better. I wanted to look better so I could get girls, or I could be more confident. But in the journey to becoming that, my journey changed. I wasn't merely craving that, oh, I want a six-pack abs. That wasn't necessarily my final goal, my final form. I've noticed that I'm way more comfortable with myself, and I wanted to pursue confidence. I wanted to pursue this mentality of going out in the world and chasing down whatever I want. And that is a big part of why I'm going to America next year to study, because that is something I've always wanted to do, but I've been too goddamn scared to do it, right? So that is what I want you to take away from that. And I'm sorry if my editing skills lack in that department. Try and get that across. But it's so much more than just looks. It's so much more than a different weight. There's so much more than more or less muscle. It's much more than that. And for all of you that are starting your own journey, or maybe you're currently on your journey, you're gonna experience that. If you haven't already, you're gonna get to a point where you realize that it's not about looks. It's about pushing yourself. It's about testing limits. It's about testing yourself, your mind, your body, and it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling to know that you can accomplish something, even though it may seem so far-fetched, it may seem so difficult, it may seem like you would never be able to do that. But getting to that point, God, it's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling that I hope that everybody that listens to this will experience sometime in their life. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it. Roughly like 9 minutes of talk here. Hopefully you haven't been bored. It doesn't really matter. I wanted to get something off my chest. I did. And that's going to be everything, guys. Once again, thank you so much for the support on the transformation video. I think at this time when I'm doing this, it's like approaching 2,000 likes, which is amazing for any video, and especially the transformation video, because I really want... The whole point of that video is to inspire people. It's not for me to show off, because quite frankly, I don't feel like the body transformation is not the most important, right? We're not gonna go back to the whole point of this commentary, which I'm kind of doing now, but it's more than just the body transformation. And I'm hoping that it's gonna inspire you guys to pursue your own journey, or even continue on your own journey if you're currently on it, right? So those are my final words. Thank you once again for being here. Thank you once again for listening. This is crazy, getting thousands and thousands of people to listen to me while I talk over the internet. It's a joy, and I'm so happy to be here. That's gonna be everything, guys. Have an incredible day, and I will see you when I see you later. Bye.